Hi, welcome to This Old Relic, and I'm going to be talking to you about the Equip Expo. If you can't tell, I'm home, back in my normal secret lair. And so today I'm going to talk to you just about, my last few days. I put a video out about Wednesday just to kind of try to get that out really quickly. And today I'm going to talk to you today about Thursday and Friday, which were the rest of the Expo days. So I just wanted to tell you, so what I did is I started off on Thursday. I went out to the outdoor booth at STIHL, and, well, I tried out their new mower. Yeah, STIHL got a new mower. They actually have a battery-powered mower out now. I got to try that out, and, well, why don't you just go ahead and take a look and see how it goes. Yeah, don't worry, there's some gas ones in there. That's why it's so loud.
Nice and easy. Just power. Okay. Parking brakes integrated into the handles. Once you pull it in, the brakes turn off. Okay. And then just no blade squeeze and leave the ground speed down low. Okay. I can't race this thing, huh? No. You got a drag strip somewhere? Maybe we can take it? Yeah, I'd like to. This thing, yeah, now that she's gone, give her some space before you take off. Okay. These things cook. 16 mile an hour top ground speed, they move.
I know you want to know what did I think of the mower. I actually really liked it. It was a really nice handling mower. I have to get a lot more specs on it because I didn't get a lot more specs on it. Something weird happened this year with the Equip Expo. Last year, everybody was releasing all their stuff, at least to the media and that kind of thing, prior to the expo so that you knew where to go. This year, there's a lot of new stuff, and nobody knew that it was even there because nobody announced it before the expo. So, like, for instance, I just found out, I didn't even visit Ego's booth this year. I found out from watching YouTube that Ego actually has like a motorcycle, or a scooter rather, available. The problem that I really had with the mower was I really didn't get a chance to turn on the PTO to really hear it because they couldn't do that in the demo booth. The other thing is they had the speed scaled way down. This mower is supposed to be able to go up to 16 miles per hour. I would have loved to have taken that thing up to 16 miles per hour. I think they were keeping it down to like 6, which is about how fast my time cutter goes at max speed. But, either way, otherwise I really did like the mower. I would have loved to have had a better experience of being able to really test that mower out. But from what I can tell, it's a good solid mower. One of the things that is actually interesting too about STIHL is they're not hiding their relationship with Briggs & Stratton anymore. Now, last year they came out with the new gas mower, and everybody's like, dude, that's a Ferris. All right, it's a Ferris in orange and white. And it's true. It pretty much was. Now they're coming out and saying, well, we have a partnership with Briggs & Stratton, and, it's primarily their chassis, their base, and then we have a few things that we want to add and to be different to it, and they accommodate that. So they are really coming out and talking about that relationship with Briggs & Stratton now, which they weren't in the past. They were like last year when somebody was like, dude, that's a Ferris. It's like word got out. It's like, they didn't know how to handle it. It's like they didn't think that we would figure out that you had a Briggs & Stratton deck on the thing. Anywho, just put some orange and white paint on it. Nobody will know the difference. Anyways, one of the best parts about the STIHL booth, though, is they were giving away some really awesome safety glasses for demos. I mean, seriously, check these out. I'm telling you, STIHL has the best design in safety glasses. Alright, so I'm at the STIHL booth, and I get off the mower, and what happens? I go and check my phone because I got a text message in. Guess what? The love of my life has landed at the Louisville airport. That's right, my wife came out to the Equip Expo this Thursday. She wanted to go see the Third Eye Blind concert, and she had just landed at the Louisville airport after I got off the mowers at STIHL. So, this was an interesting case scenario because the STIHL outdoor booth was all the way in the opposite end of the convention center from where I parked. And if you've been to the Equip Expo, you know this thing is massive. So I had to trail across the entire convention center, get back to my truck to go pick her up. And by the way, the airport's on the side over where STIHL is. So I then had to drive all the way around the convention center to get her at the airport. Get over to the truck, though, in the parking lot. She calls me. She goes, yeah, I don't know what, blah, blah, blah. We're trying to figure out where I need to pick her up. And she's like, okay, well, you know, are you going around the airport now? I go, no, I just got to my vehicle to go pick you up from the airport because I was all the way on the other side of the convention when you texted me. She's like, oh, yeah, the thing's huge. So I went over, and then just as that point in time, as I'm trying to locate her at the airport, I've never been to the Louisville airport. She's not familiar with it. I mean, if it was O'Hare, I could be like, oh yeah, pick me up at the United Terminal and blah, blah, blah. I would know everything. Arrivals or departures, blah, blah. You know, most airports are designed pretty much the same way. Louisville is not much different, but there's not a massive amount of terminals like I'm used to dealing with O'Hare when I'm picking someone up from an airport. But anyways, I'm trying to find her, and then just at that moment, my phone decides it's not going to make any phone calls anymore. And I thought it was just her phone, but we found out actually in the Third Eye Blind concert, it was my phone. I ended up restarting my phone, and it started working just fine. But yeah, so I was waiting for her. I was texting her, call me, you know, because I could receive calls, but for whatever reason, didn't want to put them out. Thanks, Google. Anyways, I found her at the airport. It's not a huge airport. It wasn't too difficult. I started over at the West Wing, and I started by talking to someone that all you snow guys are probably going to want to check out. This is a company called Curb Defender, and they have a new product out. So why don't we go ahead and check that out? My wife is actually on the camera. I told her she either had to be behind the camera or in front of it, and so she opted for behind. Don't blame her. So had a new camera person helping me out this weekend, or this week I should say, and it actually worked out very well. But anyways, let's get into Curb Defender. I'm here with Angelo from Curb Defender, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about this product that's designed to put around curbs for your snowplow stakes. Go ahead, Angelo.
Yeah, well, we came out with this product about a year ago. It got launched. What it does is it goes over any curb from 3 to 7 inches, and it physically locks onto the top of the curb and puts a snow stick on the inside. So when the trucks are coming, now they can actually see where they are. They're not guessing if the stake's 6 inches away, if it's 5 inches away. It's going to be physically right at the edge. And we all know as plow drivers, no one's scraping a $10,000 plow against any curbs, and you don't want to. You don't need the damage. So physically, it all gets done by hand. You have just a screw on top here, a wing nut. You make it as tight to your curb as possible. You put it right on, and then you will physically just install that. It's actually quicker to install this than to try to put them in the ground behind any curbs, because you all know we have cement behind the curbs, you have rocks, you're sitting there with a hammer, you're beating this thing in. This could go on 5 minutes before a storm if you want. Physically, you can open it up, put it on. We put it on mostly at our facilities, all the critical spots. A lot of islands that we all know the trucks hit, all the major curves, the entrances. That's where this product really shines for most contractors out there. So give it a shot. Go on to curbdefender.com. You can order it from there, and let us know what you think about it.
So what's the price point?
$34.99. Contractors will get a contractor discount. You get 6 in a box for that. So you're not getting one for 34, you're getting 6 of these. And they're galvanized, so they do not rust. So you're getting a great product where you kept the price point down so everyone can try it out.
All right, thank you, Angelo.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, curb defenders. I picked some up. Curbdefenders.com is their webpage. And sometimes the simplest ideas are the best. I'm going to tell you, for 34 bucks, you get 6 of them. They're actually probably worth it. And yeah, you might be able to say, I can make those myself, but you think about it, the time, the materials, everything else, you're probably better off just going out and buying a box. I found some lost footage that I'm going to share with you right now. This is lost footage actually from Wednesday. So I visited all the Echo stuff on Wednesday, and I just kind of wanted to share this footage with you. First off, I didn't realize I was taking it. Second off, it kind of got buried somehow in the middle of all of my SD card on my little action camera. I had an action camera pinned up here, and I didn't even realize I had it turned on at the time. But I was walking through the Echo booth, and I actually had a conversation with a pretty bigwig in Echo while I was out there. I'm actually going to share that conversation with you because it's kind of neat. If you want to know why you want to go to the Equip Expo, this is kind of why, so that you can talk to people like this. And it's the, well, he tells you in the video, so I'll just let you hear it.
Gentlemen, how's everybody doing today?
Good.
Having a good show?
Yeah, I just need a punch.
You got any questions on trimmers?
No, these are just like the ones I got at home.
What would you do to improve the trimmer? If you could do anything, what would you do?
Get them for free.
That's a good point, actually. I haven't heard that one yet, actually. Have them delivered, maybe? They're that good?
They're that good.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's good to hear.
Why, are you one of the engineers?
I'm the product manager for Trimmer, so
okay.
I try to lead the product development, anything new or changes to what we're kind of currently doing. So
yeah, they're designed ergonomically very well, unlike the guys who start with S.
Other people, yes.
The engines aren't overly heavy on the gas ones. I even find the battery ones to be ample. The only thing I think with the battery, I don't think you can use all the attachments if you got the split shaft.
If it's the smaller split shaft, so we have a 2100 and a 2600. The 2600 will run all of our attachments.
So even the
BRD, the edger, the pro paddle, the pro sweep. We actually got them all set up here on the other side of the hay bales to go run some of that. So it is a bigger drain on the battery to run some of those more intense tools in terms of the sweep and the broom and the BRD, but so you won't get the same run time that we claim with the trimmer, but they'll do the job that you kind of need. So It really just depends on the usage, right? The application. If you are cleaning up hours worth of rocks from gravel, battery is not the product for you, right?
Right.
If you're cleaning up a 50-foot driveway, the battery will run it just
if I have to deal with a residential edge on a mulch bed.
That'll run all the edgers. We actually are just coming out with a brand new battery-powered edger. Same, very similar power head, just putting then the 2620 lower end on it,
Yep.
So really just kind of depends, but the power of the battery is getting there. Don't get me wrong, we're going to continue to make gas forever and ever until somebody tells us we can't, because the reality is we want to sell everybody whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
So until the people are forced to make that change, right?
There's going to be plenty of people that will not force you to make the change.
I agree, but we're also, so we're seeing actually a lot more municipalities, homeowners are now requiring that, homeowners associations, and they're doing it trickily. What they're doing is they're saying, you can't use this product if it's above a dB level of this.
Yeah.
So they're not saying you can't use gas. They're saying your dBs have to be quieter, right? So it really just comes back to...
Unless you're putting a lot fancier mufflers on them that make it this big.
Exactly, yeah. So they each their own, right? I mean, that's like you said, it's some customers are going to make that change.
Didn't Lake Zurich want to do that? I believe, didn't Lake Zurich do that?
Yeah.
With the, I think with blowers, they can't be over a certain decibel
Homeowner
or something.
Association I have did it. Palm Springs, Florida did it. Dallas did it. Like all these areas where everybody's like, they'll never let them change. They're being forced on it, right? Once again, we're going to give you whatever you can have. Most people are actually going with 2 anyways, right? I mean, certain applications, if I'm trimming nurseries and I got babies sleeping in the windows and I'm trimming the hedges, I might use a battery-powered product, right? Not to mention our new Pro ones are 2 pounds lighter than the gas ones anyway. So why wouldn't you use something lighter and, you know, the same performance? So it just comes down to, you know, every situation is different, right?
Yeah, California's the only one being straightforward and be like, nope, no gas.
Yes, you know? And you should see the guys' garages, how many units they literally have sitting there brand new in box. That's how they're planning on
riding it out.
You know, exactly. You have a good one, sir.
You too.
But you see, that's one of the big things about the Equip Expo. They have these people in these high up positions out there to talk to you, the person that's using all these equipment. Not just Echo, but all of the brands are doing this. So they want to, then they may actively ask you, oh, what can we do to make the product better? And so if you have ideas, this is a great place to go to share those ideas with the brands that you love and that you think that you can enhance with just some little small thing that they can put forward, because they want to know. They want to know from you that are using it out there on what can they do better, how can they make it better so that they can sell more products and things like that. The other interesting thing that came out of this conversation that I thought was interesting was Echo is like, you know, because we see a lot of new backpack blowers and battery equipment, and everything seems to be focused on battery. Echo's out there saying, you know what, we're going to make gas as long as we can sell it. As long as they'll let us, as long as people are buying it, we're going to continue to make gas equipment. So I think that's a big, huge thing from Echo. So all of you guys that are out there, big fans of gas equipment, know that Echo's, at least I can vouch for Echo and say that they're going to be out there making gas equipment for a very long time. As long as they're able to sell it, they're going to keep making it. All right, so this next clip is kind of interesting. These women got my attention by saying I was a handsome man with a camera. I'm not going to lie, the flattery drew me in. But I went and I did a little something here, and well, I'll tell you what happened after this video.
Did you take pictures of us earlier?
I did not know. Was I supposed to?
I think good-looking guy that took pictures of us earlier, and I just assumed it was you.
Wasn't me.
No, I thought,
But thank you.
Somebody did this morning, and we need it for our website too, and we can't remember who it was. But thank you. Are you having a good time?
I am.
Good. Enjoying it.
Pink blowers?
Blowers, limited edition.
Huh?
Limited edition. It's in support of breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
For this month, Echo has donated 40 of them. They're giving them away, and the proceeds, we have to grab the tickets, and the proceeds are going to listed pink breast cancer.
Okay, how much are tickets?
1 for 5.
There are a few things I kind of have a soft spot for that when I get approached and asked, hey, would you support? There's a few things. Autism awareness is one of them. Anything BSA Cub Scouts or Scouts BSA, if a scout comes up to me, asks me to buy something, I'm going to try to figure out how to do it. Chances are, though, if my kid's selling it, I probably won't. But I understand the value of that program and, you know, what those fundraisers do for them, because just from being involved not only as a scout but as a leader as well, and what that enables them to do, as well as dealing with autism awareness, it's a cause that's close to my heart. But this, a lot of people don't realize, but you wouldn't probably guess it, but breast cancer is one of those things that's also close to my heart. In recent years, both my wife's family and my family have been hit quite a bit with breast cancer. My mom had a breast cancer diagnosis. Her mom had a breast cancer diagnosis. Her sister had a breast cancer diagnosis. A lot of her friends had a breast cancer diagnosis. And this all has started, it actually started like during 2020, and we know what was going on then. So it was a little crazy time to be getting all these diagnoses. But diagnoses or I don't know. You can figure it out yourself. Anyhow, so it's kind of hit hard, and pretty much everybody in her family, her mom and her sister are doing well. They've dealt with treatment and everything. My mom was actually, they caught it very early. They did surgery, and I guess they gave her radiation just to be safe. They didn't even think she was going to need the radiation because they had caught it so early with my mom. So But still, this is something that hits hard for me. And when somebody approaches me and asks, hey, can you support breast cancer awareness? Can you support breast cancer research? I'm usually like, all right, let me get a few bucks for you. Well, this is one of those occasions. So I bought some raffle tickets, and Echo had produced 40 of these pink blowers, special edition blowers, basically to help raise money for breast cancer awareness. And I entered the raffle and I won a pink blower. Now, I don't have the pink blower. They're actually going to mail it to me, but I actually won one of them. So they apparently exist, and I should be getting one soon enough, which is actually kind of exciting for me because at the time I hadn't really said much about this, but I think I may have commented I'm looking to move into a different battery system from Ryobi, and Echo has been that battery system that I've been looking to. I would have preferred a weed whip personally, but blower's not bad. I'm not going to complain. I just bought a new Ryobi blower, but I'm not going to complain. But yeah, so this actually kind of fits into my grand scheme of the plans that I had for my business. Now, Thursday evening, I was with my wife, so I didn't really get a lot of chance to film things. We were checking things out at the expo, talking to people, that kind of thing. I didn't want to get too much into the cameras and that kind of thing. I wanted to enjoy my wife, and I wanted her to be able to enjoy the expo and see everything that's going on. I don't think she cared about any kind of the mowers. Maybe a pink blower will get her to help me out. I don't know. She does like pink. Anyway, so that evening, we left the expo. We went over to the rally. If you know about the rally, this was basically started years ago. They started, met up just a bunch of YouTubers at a pizza place during the Equip Expo, and we went out there and we checked it out. I went last year when I was there. I had a great time. This again was a great event. They had it at the Yum Center Arena where they were having the Third Eye Blind concert. I sat down at a table with my wife. We had a beautiful view of the river, and it was just a great time. And I was messaging with the lawn care rookie, Naylor, and he was saying talking's easy once you get the hang of it. So, but he was saying that there were over 500 people at the event, and it was a massive event. I actually believe it. There's a huge amount of people there. So, but we had an opportunity. I'm going to give you a picture of my wife. I told her I wasn't going to put her in front of the camera, but you know what? She never watches my videos anyways. We're over from the rally, and we just had a great time. And we went from there down to the Third Eye Blind concert, and we enjoyed the concert. The Third Eye Blind concert has been, I've been milling about in different chats and things like that, and has gotten a lot of flack, and I don't think it's well deserving. First off, you have to remember this is a convention concert. This is something that you're basically, I don't know about you, but I got the early bird with the 50% discount, so I paid $12.50 for the entire convention. I think if you got the later one, you end up paying $25. Unless you lined up at the gate, you didn't pay a huge amount of money for this convention. And to get Third Eye Blind for free, I don't know what you got to complain about. But a lot of people were like, well, they didn't play a lot of music. We left early. I'm like, yeah, that was your problem. You left early. Third Eye Blind never had a lot of hits. You know, they're not a one-hit wonder, but they did not have a huge amount of hits. They maybe had 3 or 4 songs that were really big hits. And they didn't start the concert with those. As a matter of fact, I didn't remember hearing any of the music they actually started the concert with. But a lot of other people weren't familiar with it, so they just wanted to get up and leave. But they got into their hits later on in the evening, and it was a phenomenal show. Now, I don't think you should be sitting there harping too much on it, because they didn't give it a chance. If you didn't stick around for the whole thing, you don't know what the whole thing was like. That's my opinion, but it was actually a really good show, and I guess people had a really good show at 4th Street Live that they went out there or whatever. Hey, you know what? It's your convention. Do whatever you want. I'm just saying, you know, you missed the best part of the show. No, Bobcat's talk was not the best part of the show. This is kind of one of the Achilles heel of coming to these events over at the expo. I remember I was over at the Crashers concert last year, and they had STIHL and Belgorod reps talking in between, you know, while the band took a break. They did kind of the same thing here at the Equip Expo. They had Bobcat talking, and these reps just, well, honestly, I could entertain people better than these reps can. Okay, let's just put it that way. And yes, I really firmly believe that. When we got to the expo, we did walk around a little bit, got to check out some more of the booths. I got to talk to James from Aspen, and I will put the little end thing at the end of the video that I interviewed James with. I interviewed him at the Illinois-Wisconsin convention, and if you want to check that interview out, I was hoping to get out to Power Planter. This is another company that I've been familiar with, that I've seen at a number of the other expos. Mainly the one in February for Illinois, Wisconsin. I also ran into them this summer. They have a fire and ice, and it was pretty much no snow equipment whatsoever. I was very disappointed with it. But I didn't do any videos or anything off of that one, but I ran into them there. And this is actually a product I own, so I might actually just do a video talking about it. I planted my garden with this thing. It actually works pretty good, and just kind of show you, because they have a lot of variety of sizes, and it's just it's a drill attachment, and you literally can dig fence posts with some of these size attachments that they have. It's really kind of neat. Hopefully I'll be able to bring that. But there was one new company out there that I did want to see, and I did get to interview the rep and the owner of the company, and that was Spencer Products. So a lot of you, if you watch YouTube, he's one of the big guys in the lawn and landscape on YouTube with Spencer Lawn Care, and he's starting to produce actual products for people, and he announced one he's bringing out for 2024, and he also showed off his Chute Blocker. And well, I'll go to the video and let him talk about it. Someone you probably recognize, Sean Spencer, and he has a new product out. I want to say new product line, but you get the product.
Yeah.
For multiple mowers, which is your Flex Chute.
Yeah, so Spencer Products, appreciate you for one stopping by and taking this opportunity to shoot a video with me. And I guess I'll just run you guys through it. So we're brand new, about 6 weeks old, even though this is about 3 years of work to get to this phase. None of us anticipated COVID happening, and it shut us down for about 16 months. But with that being said, I'll just bring you guys in here. This is our Flex Chute. What I deem the first commercial grade chute blocker on the market. I'm not knocking any of our competitors, I guess you can say. I love all of you, but I built this thing like a tank. It is steel from the top and the bottom. The only exception is it has a rubber handle here to protect your head and the boys, okay? It hurts if you accidentally run into it. You can adjust this handle in multiple different ways. It also has 2 brass fittings here as well. Currently, it is only available for the Toro Grandstand and Multi-Force platforms, 2016 to present, and it will bolt on in 10 minutes or less. There's no drilling, there's no painting, none of that stuff on your brand new mower. It has 3 features. Right now it's currently in the quarter open feature. It also goes all the way and all the way closed. With that exception, you have a little bit of mulching capabilities. I do want to stress this isn't a mulching kit, but if you have mulching blades on this, it will help a lot with mulching up leaves. So right now it's $350. After the show it's going $399. You can order it at spencerproducts.com. Like I said, it is built like a tank. I overdid it on purpose. I know, guys, I've worked on crews and I've worked as a sole proprietor. Not everybody takes care of your stuff the way you do. So if they hit this thing off something, it's going to withstand it or break something probably on the deck. With that being said, I have one more that we released here at the show, available 2024, and we're calling this one TB1, okay? This stands for Trash Bucket Version 1. If you notice, all of our accessories are down low, okay? On the stand-on mowers that we use, we need to hide a little bit sometimes going under trees. We want to make sure everything is down low so we're not snapping stuff off, wasting your hard-earned money. So, nobody likes picking up trash, right? Trash sucks in our industry. We all just want to run it over, mow it over, and keep on going. Well, you can't do that when you're a professional lawn care company, so I invented TB1. Basically holds your grabbers. You can use any grabbers you want as long as they fit into our system. We get these at Rural King. You know, grab your trash, stay on your mower. You can keep moving as fast as possible. You can leave these in the bucket if there's a ton of trash. We know a lot of companies and stuff like that have a lot. Or you can go ahead and just put them back into your handles. We'll leave them down and out of the way. The nice thing about this is you can continue working. You never get off of the mower, making you faster, making you more profitable. Get done with the job. You have a bucket of trash here. This will hold a 2.5 gallon all the way up to a 5 gallon bucket. Pull up to the dumpster on a commercial property, pull up to a residential trash can. You can go ahead and just hit our quick release here on the side, lift up on it. The hook's gonna stay in place, okay? Go ahead and dump your trash, get rid of it. You don't want to take it on the trailer. It can blow out all over your trailer. We've all been there, done that. You can use any 5 gallon bucket, but it is gonna come with the Spencer Products bucket. It needs to have a 1/4 inch lip at least and be able to fit into our top hook here. Puts back into place, push it back down, lock it back into place, get back on your motor, get back to work, get back to making money. That's what we have right now, available at SpencerProducts.com. This bucket will be 2024. Currently we have the flex chutes available for the mowers that I said. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Sean.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming by.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah. You enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the show. Have you been enjoying the show?
I'll be honest with you, I'm enjoying the show, but I am whooped. Yeah. I've lost my voice, I've recovered my voice, and now I'm currently about to lose my voice again. So.
Yeah, it looks like you've done that quite a few times already.
Yeah, it's part of it. It's manufacturing something new for us here at Spencer Lawn Care and Spencer Products, and we're excited, man. I haven't been this excited about something in a long time, so we got our heart and soul into this, and we did a lot of this for the landscaping, consumer or customer or subscriber that follows us, and we wanted to build something that was top quality that they deserve.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are just very excited about you taking this adventure into the manufacturing realm. So
the support has been overwhelming. I'll say it like that. A lot of guys and gals stopped by that I didn't anticipate. Some didn't, and that's okay as well. And we're going to take it all as a blessing and move on and get better and do better.
All right. Well, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Talking with Sean Spencer kind of made me feel a little inadequate, I'll be honest with you. I was thinking I was getting the hang of this YouTube thing, and pretty much he just blew me out of the water. I mean, he has been doing this a lot longer. He was a total professional. He seemed to know exactly, he kept the ball rolling. I was probably a little starstruck, to be honest with you, okay? So Friday was my birthday, and I spent the day driving home from the Equip Expo, as well as spending some time at the expo. I didn't tell anybody Friday was my birthday. My wife knew. She didn't say anything. So, but we drove home together, 6 hours to get home, and I got a nice little birthday treat from a vending machine at a rest stop. Little, Reese's peanut butter cupcakes, and they were like $2.50. I put $3 into the machine. The machine wouldn't give me change. It ate my 50 cents. So if you were driving down 65 and went to a vending machine and got an extra 50 cents out of it, you're welcome. That's all I got to say to that. But I got home. My son was excited to see me. It was my birthday. He wanted to bake me a cake. I was like, nope, that's not happening tonight. She let him make some pudding, some dirty pudding or whatever it's called, where they mix the Oreos in with pudding for me for my birthday before he went to bed, and got to open my birthday presents. And he had made me this for my birthday. This is actually supposed to be my truck. Got my company logo on it. My truck's gray. I don't have wooden pallets on it, but that was part of the the ceramic that he was painting. And he even put some cargo straps in it. I got behind the microphone there. Those orange parts are the cargo straps. So I think it's beautiful. I love it. It's way better than anything Ronaldo from Big Sun's Lawn Care has ever made. And so anyways, I gotta find like a place of honor. Maybe I'll put it up here on my shelf, take down the All Balls sign or something like that. I absolutely love it. Anyways, was my week in a nutshell, and I'll see you next time.